Okay, Chazara today, Daf Zayin Amar Beis. We are actually the bottom of a Zayin Amar Aleph. Not so much the bottom. We actually made up some good ground yesterday. 8 lines from the bottom of Zayin Amar Aleph. When we ask Lina Basar Basra, did we really go Basar Basra? That whatever the last thing was put in there, we assume that's what you have now. But Tanya stayed in Bryce there. You have a box, a money box that you use it for money. Chulin, Mois Chulin, Mois Meiser. You use it for Mois Chulin and Mois Meiser. Imroiv Chulin, Chulin, Imroiv Meiser, Meiser. Now you have the supik what this money is. So we say, what do you use the majority of the time for? If you use it Roy for Meiser, you assume it's Meiser money. If you use it Roy for Chulin, you assume it's Chulin money. Why don't we just say you go Basar Basra, whatever the most recent batch of money you put in there. If it was Meiser, Meiser. If it's Chulin, Amar Nachem Bar Yitzchak, Hacham Ha'eskina. What's the case over here? You use it for both. The idea is Gufa, your suffix is you don't remember what was the last thing you used it for. Did you use it for Meiser? Did you use it for Chulin? In that case, you go Basar Roy. A different example. It's a money box that you use at the same time for both Meiser and Chulin. You have a pile on this side of money, Meiser, a pile on this side of Meiser Chulin, and now you find one in the middle. You don't know where it goes. You go Basar Roy. If Roy for the money is Chulin. If Roy Meiser, Meiser. The third teretz. You found it in a guma, in a niche, in a crevice in the box. The whole svar of Zil Basar Basra is when you cleaned it out, each time you completely empty it, you get rid of the first money first and only the second money second, or matzah and our dough, baked goods in our example. But over here, it was clearly in a niche. It was in a guma. It was in a hiding spot. So the whole svara that when you clean out the first one, you'll get rid of the first one first doesn't apply because it was nishtakach beguma. Amr Yehuda, haboydik tzarich shivarach. Someone that does bedikas chometz has to make a bracha. My mevarach, what bracha does he make a repapi on mishmei derava? Oimer liva'er chometz. Ashik the shalom is liva'er chometz. Repapa Amr mishmei derava al bir chometz. Not liva'er, but al bir chometz. So everyone agrees you could say levair because levair is lahabo, is future tense that you're now about to do the mitzvah of bir chametz. Levair. Keep looking, but al beer. Marsav meikar mashma. Papi holds al beer is mashma past tense. Al beer chametz. That on this beer that you did already, which in that case you can't say. That's why Papi holds you can't say al beer. But Marsav and Papa holds lahaba mashma is mashma lahaba, and therefore you could say al beer. Fetik mar meisvei. Borach asher kedishanom says v'tzvanu al hamila. L'chayr right to Papa that al hamila is future tense, and for the Gemara and for Papi hasam heichi nema. What other options do you have? Lomo? You can't say lomo. Lomo's mashma that I'm mechuyev to mal a child. L'sagi de lav iu moil. The moil, he's the one that's chayav to mal. Nobody else can do the mila. He's not the one that's chayav to mal, the moil. So therefore, less braver, you can't say lomo, you have to say ala mila. What happens if the avia ben is the one doing the mila? He l'chayr could say lomo, because the chiv is on him. And for the Gemara, and for Papi, and the Chanami. You're right. He should say lomo. The Brisa was not talking about Aviyah Ben. It was talking about when the stam a regular moil doing it. For the Gemara Mesa, another Brisa, very similar shakav atayah. Baruch Hashem Kedishanim B'Soyis B'Tzivanu Al Hashchita. Nachum Al Raya Al Hashchita is mashma Al is lahaba right to Papa. And for the Gemara and for Papi Hasam Nami. Heicha Nema. What should you say? Nema Lishchait Lo Yisagid Elav Yishachat. What nobody else could shecht. Lishchait is Hashik Kedishanim Lishchait. That I'm mitzvah lishchait. I'm not mitzvah lishchait. Anybody can do shchita. For the Gemara Pesach Koshim, Michael. Remember what happens if you're shechting Pesach Koshim when the chiv is talking on the bailam, the ikar chiv is on the bailam. So lachar they could say lishchait, and for the Gemara saying that and echanami. You're right. Rav Papi says they would say lishchait. That Brisa was not talking about Pesach Koshim. When he makes the lulav, not lulav, but when it takes it to be yoytze in it, to be yoytze the mitzvah, a raya that al is lahaba mashma, and for the Gemara and for a papi shiny hosam to be in the agva nofaway. No, over there, right when you picked it up, you were already yoytze your mitzvah. So taka is al hamila. Taka is al nitilas lulav. Taka is past tense. For the Gemara Lotzis boy, the lashon of the brisa, lotzis boy. It's not lotzis boy. It's yotza boy. It says if he was already yotza with it, he should say al nitilas lulav. It's not lotzis boy. Lotzis mash, but two that I'm the brisa. I will now be yotza with it. And everything about enichanami. You're right. The brisa pe'etzim should have used the lashon of lotzis boy. of Yotza Boy. Why did he use the lashon of Lotzes Boy? Because of the Sefer, that's why he used a different lashon. The Sefer says Leishiv Basukah. So Reisha Nami Lotzes Boy. Since in the Sefer it's used the lashon of Leishiv Basukah, so it uses in the lashon in the Reisha Lotzes Boy. But you're right. Really, the case is Yotza Boy. You already Yotza with it. Tiktani Sefer. Right when you make the sukkah, nichnas leishiv oimer baruch Hashem kedushanim besides v'zvanu leishiv v'sukkah. Therefore, in the Reish, it also uses a lot of lotzes boy, even though really the case is yotza boy. You already were yotza because you already picked it up. The Hilchos are passing the Gemara al bir chometz. We passing like a papa that al is lehabo mashma, and therefore you should that say al bir chometz. Al Hamila, even if you're the Aviyah Ben, Al Hashchita, even for Pesach Ukodshim, Al Natilas Lulav, even if you were not Yotze with it, right? Whatever the scenario.
The case we know that you make a bracha after you already Yotze mitzvah.
Zok the Gemara, you're married to the very next line of the Gemara. Techuli Amamiyah Meikara Beinu Lavruche. Everyone's agreeing that you make the bracha before you do the mitzvah. Minalon, where do we know that from? Like Gemara yesterday, it's not where do we know from Sukkim. What was a pasuk to the Gemara? The Amar of Yehuda Amar Shmuel, Shmuel says that halacha mefurish. Kol ha-mitzvahs, all mitzvahs, mevorach alein, oiver las yosin, you have to make the bracha, oiver las yosin, before you do the mitzvah. My master with the high oiver, listen to Akdume. What do we see? Lashon of oiver. Oiver means before. Amar Menachem by Yitzchak to Amar Krova. Yoratz Achimotz derech HaKikar. Achimotz ran towards the Kikar. Vaya'amor es HaKushi. And he passed in front of the Kushi. By Armihocha, by Yaakov and Esau. Who over Lefneim. He passed in front of them. V'yivosema Mihocha. Vaya'amor Malcolm of Neim Hashem Baroisha. So 3 different psukim that oiver means passing before, and that's what Shmuel said. All mitzvahs mevorach aleim oiver las yosan. Zot Gemara bei Rav Amri, 2 exceptions. Chutz min ha-tvila v'shoifer, a bracha on tvila, on toiveling yourself, and shofar is an exception. You make the bracha after the mitzvah. Because our bishlam tvila, I understand. Ta'akati gavro loy chazi. At the time he toivels, Rashi says talking about a case of Baal Keri. So at the time he goes in, he's not able to make a bracha. He's a Baal Keri. Ezra was goizer, not to berachas Torah, not to say learn Torah and Tefillah before Baal Keri. Taisva says talking about a goy, so a ger, so he's still a goy. He can't say it. Whatever the case is, Rashi then makes it mishum ahu. They were masaking by all Tefillahs, but on kol panim akati gavra loy chazi is not yet chazi. Ella shofar, my time. Why shofar? Why shofar? Why is that an exception? Why can't you make the bracha before blowing the shofar? If you want to say mishum dilma mekal kol tekiah, maybe you're going to mess up the tekiah and you're not going to end up doing a real tekiah. Maybe you're going to mess it up. It's not going to really be mekayim the mitzvah of mila or shchita. Mr. All the mitzvahs as well. The Gemara could have asked. Ella Omer of Chisda, Chutz min ha-tvila bilvad itmar. You're right. Beirav's memra was not Chutz min ha-tvila v'shoifer, it's Chutz min ha-tvila. Tvila is the only exception. Taina mihachi, we see by tvila, Chutz min ha-tvila bilvad, Taina mihachi, Toval, v'olah. When he comes up, after he comes up, he says, Baruch Hasher kedushanim b'tzayis v'tzavanim ala tvila. Yeah. What about Negovasser? Which Negovasser? In the morning, you don't make a bracha.
Either later or even if you do.
What? Which bracha? Alan Tisdain. You mean the Alan Tisdain?
Even when you wash the shamach, you only say
That's like you do on the washing your hand, you dry your hands.
I hear. Can't answer. Zot the Gemara Laura on there. There's a shayla guy on that until it's dying. What? Okay. No. On what exactly the pshat? Yeah, it's clearly yeah. Okay, I don't have an answer. Laor haner. The Mishnah said you do badika laor haner. Menan mi lehanem no do laor haner. Amar of Chisda lamanu we learn, and like we'll see clearly the Gemara is going to speak out obviously the on asmachta. Lamanu mitzia mi mitzia. We learn mitzia from mitzia. Umitzia mechipus. V'chipus mechipus. V'chipus mineris miner. You can't find chametz. You can't be matzah lo yimatzah. Uksiv hasam a few weeks ago parsha. Vayichabes begodol heichel v'katan kilo. Vayimatzah hagaviyah b'amtachas Binyamin. Right? Umitzia mechibus today. You see that mitzia by Binyamin came about through a what? Through a chipus, through a searching. For chipos mineris, and chipos we learn now from neris. T'chsiv be'esahi achapes esrei shalayim baneris. How to do chipos beneris with candles. V'neris miner. We'll see a little more in the Gemara. We spoke on Taisus yesterday. In this next pasuk, t'chsiv ner Hashem nishmas adam choifes kol chadri botan. A chipos is with a singular ner. Telling the baby Shmuel, Leila Yudal, the night of the 14th of Nisan, even though there's no real raya that's Lar Haner, there is a Zeichel Davar Shnemar, Shivas Yom Sarli Motzai, V'oimer V'yechabes Bagol Heichel Kotin Kilo, V'oimer V'isa Hi Achabes Yishalayim B'neiros, V'oimer Nasham Nishmas Adam Choifes. Why do you need to bring the next pasuk of V'oimer? Because if you want to say that other raya, the chipas is beneris, is not a good raya. Hi be'isahi, that be'isahi, kula hu d'kamar achmona. The Torah is just doing a kula. Loi badikna lo b'yishlayim b'nohira davuka, the nofesh nohira tuva. I'm not going to check it out with torchlight, which is very light. Ela b'nohira d'shraga. I'm going to use a small light, the zutra tvei, which is very small. The oven rabbi mishtach of oven zutra mishach. This way, I won't find big averes. I only find small averes. That's why chipus was with a torch, right? I wouldn't know that real chipus can be done with a net. V'oimer. Toshman, Hashem nishmas adam, choifes kol chadir botan. The chipus really could be legit with a ner.
Just read the second pasuk.
Good question. Okay, I'll end Chazorah here. We did the next couple lines, but I'll end Chazorah over here.